General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude you are one of the attackers. General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude you are one of the attackers. General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude you are one of the attackers. General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude... General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I can... General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude you are one of the attackers. We... General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude you... I have no need. Gone.
No one's stopped me yet.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
No time to rest. Can't give up now. What a day. I've got a long road ahead. Still alive, so that's progress. Have to keep going.
Discern, faithful. We depart.
My aim is true.
The moment comes. The absolute knows.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
May death
Not design. death.
Tempers are right.
What now? Keep a blade close.
You sort of.
Not even the worm wants your carcass once I'm done.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Inveniam
Don't touch me.
You sort of.
Need to find a way forward. I speak, they burn.
Can't afford to let up.
Inveniam dia! Infinity!
On the way. Just like old times.
Well, so much for peace. What fools these mortals be. Let's get going. What path lies before me?
the city. Every soul made.
No more tadpoles in here. Wonder what happened to them. I want to have a word.
Hells. Finish what you came here to do.
On the other hand,
Assemble. Liberate!
A whole fleet of nautiloids. How many true souls have passed through this place?
Mutilate them. One can't always be a gentleman.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. If not over, then through. No one back home will ever believe this.
Descend. Prepare. Evacuate.
Oh, I'll give it a shot. Let's move.
Hurry now.
My head. Can I go back to bed, Mummy? We thought I'm just very sleepy, Mummy. I wish you'd stop waking me up so much. With big wiggly legs. You should. We can night, Mummy.
All right, now.
there's no time to waste.
And these things have stayed interesting.
Shh. If we're going to escape, we have to be smart. Right. This place is alive. A big thing. So we've got to trick it, see? Wait. How do
One day I'll catch a break.
My chosen. Our destiny. Design. Downfall.
Your tadpole echoes, not with presence, but memory, tinged with loss.
The grand design. Order. Perfection. Unity. Every lane. As one. Every being. In their place.
That loss blooms into a sudden fury, burying claws in your mind.
Taken. Corrupted. Gone.
And just as suddenly, pain and memory are gone.
Discern. Faithful. Descend. Obey.
Ready and willing.
Looking ahead. Time to press ahead.
Is anyone else's tadpole squirming around a lot more than usual?
It's reacting to something down here. Should prepare to do the same.
No longer a background murmur, the presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We've found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes, with cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure, like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I have played my part.
You built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from him.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketherick. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge, but you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews again, 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 again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketherick, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane!
flash of Thor!
The Testament of Merkel!
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
Look at that crown. It radiates with power unlike anything I've ever seen. To have it. To hold. Oh, if only I could. But I can't. This is it. I must do as Mystra commands. What choice do I have? More than just a goddess.
I do trust you. More than myself right now. Perhaps even more than Mystra.
I have no desire to end your life, you know that. To end it? To struggle on. It is a grave choice you're making for us both. But if it must be so... very well. I'll stand down. To stand by you.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guests. Behold, Duke Ravengard, the Absolute.
Whom preserve us?
You wag your word flap in vain, Alderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketheric, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out. Finer champions than you have tried and failed. But perhaps they lacked the fear that drives you. Your freedom hanging in the balance. Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant. With pleasure.
This is pointless. Ketheric is invincible so long as Night Song's rotting in his cage.
Keep them guessing.
I'm ready. Heading there.
Ready.
Don't linger.
Back in your cage!
take you first.
Need to act fast.
Focus your attack, soldiers! Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours!
You dare end one who belongs to me. I am the smile of the world cleansed scar. I am the regrets of those who remain, and the restlessness of those who are gone. I am the haunt of Orthanians, the god of graves and age, of dust and dust. I am Merkel, Lord of Bones, and you have slain my chosen. But it is no matter, for I am death, and I am not the end. I am the beginning.
Shit. Now you wear a face to match your soul, Oathbreaker.
You picked the wrong fight, friend.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
The villain.
pick our way toward our fates. Unleashed! You have my sword. My fealty. Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
The Chosen of Merkel is dead. Permanently this time.
Ketheric's Netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable. A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With a brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened. One of them I know, Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. A worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Ketheric was a follower of Merkel, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the chosen of the Dead Three. Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The Tyrant, the Assassin, and the Necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together, and with those stones, and that crown, I dare not imagine what they might achieve. The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
Netherese. These chosen are powerful indeed to have such magic in their command.
Hope is a luxury for those who have a choice. This is the battle of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an elder brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order. An order the Death God's chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the Chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
Very well.
To the death.
Can't give up. Moving.
Swords meet sorcery. Outflank, outsmart.
Still breathing, despite everything. Never a dull moment. How much farther can I go? Anything of use?
Very well.
I've been thinking on all that you learned below. If you've got your breath, we ought to discuss our next steps.
I can't help but feel like I've been fumbling in the dark for too long. And I've just had a lit torch thrust into my hands. Indeed. Under other circumstances, I might have been subdued or ashamed. But after what we saw, I must admit, I'm excited. The crown! The one the Elder Brain was wearing. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete, that I didn't even recognize it at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it. That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. We need to learn more about what we saw. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep, Sorcerer's Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can. Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
It's like your mind.
Aelin! Isabel! My love! You were dead. I saw your body.
I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer.
I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo.
I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead.
His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right?
I will be. And you?
In this moment, I want for nothing.
Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is...
Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father.
May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew, and we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later? We look forward to it.
You there, Sharon. By the fires of your camp's hearth, we will discuss all we must.
I'll be ready. Whatever you have to say had better be worth your life.
Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Aelin! We'll see you later.
Any word on Nathaniel? And the curse? A flaming fist? Duke Elton would be proud. Please.
Ketheric's done. But that arm...
What was it like in there?
In the curse.
I swear, I can already feel a change in the air. I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to...
You did it. Ketheric Thorm is not as glad. Nature moves at its own pace and bestows its bounty when it sees fit. Give it time. A reward...
No.
Thanks for watching out for me.
Just tell me what you need. Just tell me what you need. Lady...
The light has shown the way.
Good. Moonrise has been cleansed.
I owe you an apology. I saw you as a means to escape, nothing more. I apologize for not seeing. I wasn't sure. And that's precisely why I want you by my side in Baldur's Gate. The Iron Hand gnomes are going to save the city, and you can be part of it.
You see a column of fire that dominates the sky in a blazing inferno. Nothing more.
The plan is what it's always been. To bring the war. Problem is, Baldur's Gate is sick. Find me in the city. And once...
I need a quick word.
Where is she?
Helm's blessing.
Alfira's right. Miss
Why, yes. Once Alfira's done with the... You're here. Good. Me? I've been trying to... I need...
What to pack and what to dump.
Jarl would know.
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and two more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the Dead Three holding the chain. Reminds me of old times. Aren't you? It is good to savor the moment of victory. But when we met, I was licking my wounds. An old bear with her leg caught in the hunter's snare. Now I've slipped free of the trap and rediscovered my claws. It's time for me to hunt my prey. You have a nether stone, and you're on the scent of two more. These chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them. Glad to be there. Falling foul of Ketheric convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker. How does it compare to a ship? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthelan's Dancing X. We dwell. Beyond that, our course is yours to set.
The shadows yet fester. The Dead Three united under cover of darkness. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do Illithids possess souls? Correct. Yet, the three amass an Illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services. Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished, as one and as three. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder. Where matters of balance are concerned, I am... No.
one blight we were able to cure.
The Absolute's armies are on the march, and Baldur's Gate is their target.
I've noted you and I am, to be truthful. I'll enjoy. I'm listening.
Your tadpoles connect. You feel your...
I am not yours. You are not mine. Say the words. Then it is you as Jacques Vonache do. Source of my bruises. The curse. Mark my words. You might as well ask me. Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. Gladly.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in should Baldur's... We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the gate. We're fighting for all...
Orin, I'd never heard tell of. But Gortash I know. Or a bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way father told it. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like. Yes, but first, a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? As would I. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
To conjure the Dragon Queen. A 10-day after father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill, the Queen of Chaos. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. There they were.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Mizura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. I don't know that it was brave. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fire. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, my soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. She didn't.
She came on order of her miss. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mazora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie. I don't know that it was brave. It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her. He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the word. I showed him my stone eye. After, he said only one. I understand. Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist, the Absolute's armies on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them. No, he did the only thing he could. And Grand Duke Ravengard suffers no. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he
If Bowman says I'll be all right, I wish it was different. I wish Mum and Pops was here. I don't feel so strong.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally?
Your path leads away from me, I sense. Be safe.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their...
I chose to do that.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something. Remember that it is a common right among Luna's followers to send their children off into the woods to find their way home. Perhaps this time it had gone awry. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed. I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last. There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great... Feel my voice rattle your Moon Maiden, Selûne. Hear me, my mate, most high. Darling, blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One.
We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Do I not radiate with my mother's? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb. Why, she already has. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder. Ketheric Thorm. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me. Even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened when she died. Curse the day, the hour. We each of us... He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And he and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell. Claimed they'd found someone in need of... I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live! Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore. In due time, Mother Selûne will tell me when the time is right. Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore. Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the Chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low. I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. You must face them. I will help. Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Don't waste the step.
I can't believe it. And by killing him, you set him free. You set Aelin free. And me. Not on purpose. Or not with the intent to deceive. Ketheric thought he raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the... Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took... Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father, I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. Then... And this is where I still need answers. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me I found last light within the shadows, made a shelter there. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them, and myself. It's all out in the open now, and with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. I'm grateful for your help, your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long, but I'm grateful. Looking forward.
Very well.
Your path leads away from me, I sense.
been lied to. My whole life. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me. Indeed. But the truth may yet... We'd better press on for now. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Begone, friend. I have a dart.
A long way to go still.
What to do? These boots have seen everything. I'd like some time to talk.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? The tadpole, the absolute. How? I'd never have protected a Bay Knight even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him. can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away with it.
My faith protects me. Time for a boost.
Yes?
Trust no one.
Elminster's not around, so might as well. I have power enough to share.
Someone there?
Wits and blades, always sharp. Better get to work.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
The curse has been lifted, the lands cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping and yes sir, no sir, rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the Prism Bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
This will suffice as a camp. I could sleep standing up just now.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Need to find a way forward.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem. The world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks. We will kill him, but there's more to it. Think about it. It sounds like Cazador, for all his evils, has gotten further than any of my kind ever have. He's on the verge of a miracle. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor. What's a handful of the wretch's servants? If they're anything like me when I was enslaved, they're all but begging for death anyway. After 200 years of shit, pure shit! I think I deserve something better. All I I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am, why turn it down? Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finely positioned for yours truly to ascend. My, you sweetheart. Then there isn't a moment to waste. If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us. Likely with bared fangs. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless Cazadors change their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
The reckoning is upon us! The city thirsts for domination. March! Join power.
We're under attack. Help me!
Tadpole scum! Hataka!
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Got to press on.
Survival is all that matters. You've made a grave mistake.
Do this without you.
Just take a peek.
My faith will protect me.
Another fight. Let's go. What path lies before me?
More are coming. Hurry, or we will all become thralls.
Onward.
Still on my feet.
That orb's about to explode. I speak from some experience.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Can't afford to stay idle.
What to do?
Seek and you shall find me.
Careful, I'm blind.
What am I to do? Let's get on with it.
choice but to keep going. Another step forward.
To me. Onward.
Have to keep going.
Time for a cut. Outmaneuver them.
No gloom, all doom.
Let's end this.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Looking ahead.
Hurry! I can't hold them back alone.
Moving in. Open up.
I need you. Now. The skull. Come to the skull. It's not over. Come to the skull.
So the demonic figures we saw were Githyanki all along.
It's not. Help me! Please, help me.
No time to dally. This way.
worth the cost.
It's not over. Come to the skull. I can't hold them off much longer.
For me. At the ready.
I wonder what the next move is. This'll help.
No time to rest.
Hurry! I can't hold them back alone.
No one's stopped me yet. Wish I had a bag of holding. Let's get going.
I need you now.
Still breathing, despite everything. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
The skull! Come to the skull!
Still alive, so that's progress. Breathe deep and move.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
A mind flare? What's going on here?
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. You saved a child from a viper, back in the Druid's Grove. You saved the Asima Night Soul from her soul cage. You let me live last time you were here, though it brought Blackith's wrath upon you. Your continued existence as yourself, and not a mind flayer, should be all the proof you need. Now, help me.
Despite your best attempts to be subtle, the Mind Flayer's awareness is everywhere.
You must be joking. I am telling you. But if you insist on taking a look for yourself, be my guest.
Nothing in your colorful existence to date could have prepared you for this. As the horror subsides, you are left with only one coherent thought. You must do whatever you can to subdue the Githyanki.
Happy? Now, join me. Fight! Together, we can turn the tide.
On my way.
Diligence.
Blood comes easy these days. Swiftly now. Nothing will stand in my way. Swift as my feet can carry me.
On my way.
Take your...
No escape.
The rock resists all attempts to shatter it.
Think it can take me on?
The rock resists all attempts to shatter it.
May the dice roll in my favor.
The rock resists all attempts to shatter it.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
Of all the things to be indebted to, a bloody mind flayer.
It's like I said before. I'm just like you. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. to a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call me Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. We fought to tame Prince Orpheus, the son of Gith herself. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. A very good question. One that I have been unable to answer. That Orpheus lives at all is ruinous to Vlaakith. She has done everything in her power to keep his existence a secret. That Gortash and the Chosen found out about it. This is impossible to explain. But it was important enough to them that Gortash sent me to retrieve it. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus, and find allies in the outer world. You. That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, you would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a illithid, a sworn enemy, just like me. I appreciate that. But this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel. But the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you. You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss. The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, but you would do far better as an illithid. So, do you wish to evolve or not?
Well, certainly brave of you. I'll say that much.
You continue to surprise me. Your mind is truly something special. Now, hold out your hand. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
The tadpole screams for growth with painful intensity. It has been starved of life, of purpose. It welcomes your probing like a void waiting to be filled. If you let it, it will evolve you, just as the Emperor said.
A tadpole, nurtured by the psionic energy of the astral plane. Cocooned here for millennia, it has become extraordinary. What are you?
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast.
I suppose, if it works. But if you had opened your mind to it, rather than consuming it, your allies could have taken advantage of its power as well.
The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain, and bring it under our control.